This is the part 4 of handwritten digit recognition. In my previous video, I have covered demo part 1, part 2 and part 3. Now in this video, I will predict digit in live. That means I draw digit in pen and at the same time my model will predict that digit. This will be very fun. I have already calculated accuracy. Now let me write title. Prediction of image drawn in Paint. I have already saved my model. Now I don't need to create my model again and again. All I have to do is just load the model using joblib and use it. I have to import joblib, then cb2. Also let me import numpy. If you didn't install numpy, you can use pip to install this package using command pip install numpy. Also let me import time. And I also need to import PyScreenshot as image grab. I have to load my model. Let me write joblib.load and my model path. Now let me write image folder equals img. What is this? I will explain this later. Now let me open infinite loop. In this part, most of the code get repeated, so I will not take too much time to explain that again. I hope you have watched my previous videos of this project. First, I have to use image grab and I have to pass the coordinate which indicate where to capture the screen. Then let me save my new image to one folder. I will explain all the code clearly when I complete writing this code. Then I have to read that image. I have to first save it and then read it. Then I have to convert my image into grayscale image. I can use OpenCV for this purpose. I have to pass my image. Where is my image? Let me write IM above. Then I have to pass IM here. Again, as I have done in my previous video, I have to blur my image using Gaussian blur. I have passed corneal sizes 15-15. This Gaussian blur increases the smoothness of my image. I can also pass sigma value as 0, which indicates it automatically calculates sigma x value from corneal size, and another sigma y value will be same as sigma x. I don't need to pass sigma x and sigma y by myself if I pass 0 here. For more information, please read the documentation. Now let me apply threshold in my image. I have already explained this code in my previous video. I hope you aren't facing any difficulty. Now I am applying thresholding in my image, which is used to focus on particular region of my image. I have to pass my gray image, and then this 100 is the threshold value that I choose. Another 255 is the maximum threshold value, and final cb2.thresBinary is one method to threshold my image. This is the extra step I have added here so that my model predicts correctly. Now I have to resize my image into 28 by 28 pixel. Most of the code are similar to part 2 of this project. I have to separate rows and columns. Let me create one empty list. Let me write one comment. Then just like as previous, I have to open nested loop, right? This k will be the pixel value of particular region. If k is greater than 100, assign k to 1, otherwise assign k to 0. Finally, append k value to x list. We are all set. Now I have to predict my image. Let me write predictions equals model.predict. I have to pass x in square bracket. Let me print one message. I have to print predictions index 0. 0 means I will be having my result in 0th index. I have to return answer in the same box that will be displayed. So let me write cb2.putText. And inside this, I have to pass my original image. That is, don't pass grayscale image. Now I have to write message prediction is and then str predictions 0. Don't worry if you didn't get it, you will be cleared when I execute this code. Let me pass 2020, which is the particular reason to write text, 0, which is the value of font face, 0.8 means scale value, and then color 0, 255, which indicates green color, and also thickness is 2, and also I have to pass the line type. If you put your cursor inside this bracket and if you press Shift tab, it will display all the parameters and you can read the use of all parameters by yourself. To display this, make sure you have executed CB2 already. That means if you have executed import CB2, then only this parameter will be displayed. Now I have to write cb2.start window thread, then cb2.named window result, which will be the name of my window that get displayed as output. I have to display my image inside that window. Then let me define cb2.wait key 10,000, which will be very useful to display our same window for more second of time. Now if cb2.wait key 1 equals 27, what is this? Let me write comment. 27 is the ASCII value of escape, ESC. You can also pass 13, which is the ASCII value of enter. I have written 27. That means when I click escape from keyboard, it will enter to my this if block, and then I will break my infinite loop. Let me write 14 here. I want to stop my execution when I click enter button. So I have to write break. That means if I click enter button, go outside of this infinite loop. Then I have to destroy all my windows. Let me explain this code once again. First of all, I have to import required libraries. I have loaded my model. This line means when I draw a new image, it will save that image in img folder. I haven't created that img folder yet. I will do that later. Now inside this infinite loop, I have read my image. I have applied several manipulations on my image. And I have to make my pixel value ranges from only 0 and 1, right? I did the same. Finally, I have to display my result. One thing you have to remember, when you press enter button, your execution doesn't get stopped. You have to press enter again and again, then only it will get stopped, because I have used wait key and I don't find any other way to stop my execution. If you find any other way, that will be so great. But here, I think if you press enter for about 4 or 5 times, then only your execution gets stopped. Now let me open my paint. I will make my background as black. Then let me choose oil brush, then white color. Let me minimize this and let me put it here because I have defined bbox coordinates in top left side. Now let me draw suppose 0. I have to execute my code. I have got one error. Name images folder is not defined. I have to write yes here. And also I haven't created img folder in my directory. Let me create that folder. I have to rename this as img. Again let me execute this cell. It is predicting 0. That's great. Now to draw next image, you can press Ctrl Z to clear previous image. Let me draw one. This is great. It successfully predicts 1. Now let me draw 5 here. You can open the window. Sorry, I forgot. You can see the output from this window. Prediction is 5. Great. Now I will draw 6. Let me move this little bit offside. Great. You can see how accurate my results are. Let me draw 9. Totally great. This is very awesome. Let me draw 4. Great. It has predicted 4. This is it. Now I have to press enter again and again to stop my execution. Okay. I took a lot of time to make this project possible, guys, and I am sharing this to you. So I think I deserve to get a like and to get subscribed from you, right? I hope you are kind-hearted. You have liked and subscribed my channel, I believe. This is the complete project. Now next part is to implement this project in GUI. I have updated demo part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4, but I don't think I need to update further video because I think next videos are already very clear to understand. So please go and watch next video. Stay safe and keep learning.